What the fuck is up, my bitches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and today's video, we're going to be talking about Miss Auntie Pat Mcgrath, okay? Because I've heard enough people raving about her products, and I've never tried Pat Mcgrath Labs before. I've always eyed her products, but they're expensive as fuck, okay? So I was like, okay, I see that Pat Mcgrath's having if you spent over a certain amount, you either got 20 or 25% off. So I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to try these products, so I picked up a few things, and I'm instantly regretting it already because I love every single thing that's on my face right now. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on these products after using them for the first time. I've just really established with myself that I'm not very good at gathering my thoughts on products for the first time, like as I'm using them. So I just film myself trying them out for the first time earlier, and then I'm just going to talk about everything. I'm going to show you guys all of the lip products swatched on my lips as well, because I'm a big fan of lip swatch videos myself. So let's just dive right into it, and I'm going to share with you guys everything that I purchased and just my overall customer service experience. So the first thing that I wanted to try out was the Pat Mcgrath concealer. I've been eyeing this for a long time, and it seems like everybody's talking about this, especially with like the VIB sale coming up. So I picked up the shade L6, and I think this is a little bit too light for me. I think I should have went with L7. I have this on my eyes right now, and I'm absolutely loving this so far because it makes everything look so much smoother. Like, it blends out so nicely, but this is going to be a full coverage concealer. You're going to see like overlays of me applying it as I'm talking about these things, but just to get into it first, I did order the face kit with this. So I got the concealer, the pressed powder, and then I was supposed to get the brush as well. But from what I'm gathering is they must have sold out of the brush with the whole like COVID thing happening or whatever. So I ended up getting my order, and I had to reach out to customer service to say like, hey, I didn't get my brush, like what's the dealio? And they had emailed me back, and they instantly refunded me for the brush, but I only got like $21.50 refunded, so I haven't really done the math or anything like that yet. But I did want to mention that I did order the face kit, and I think that retails for $72, and that comes with the concealer, the pressed powder, and the brush. But the main thing that I wanted to try was the concealer, and I was so impressed with the weight of this concealer. So you end up getting 0.16 fluid ounces, so you don't get a ton of product, but I feel like for this one, this will last a really good amount of time because it's so full coverage. Like, I was so shocked at just the creaminess of it and the blendability of it, but how full coverage it was. Like, I have this one little scar here. This probably covers it the absolute best that I've had any concealer cover it up. It doesn't cover it completely because it is a pretty dark acne scar. It's just one of those things that really bothers me. But I have this under my eyes. I have it on the center of my forehead, like basically like my whole T-zone. I think this looks absolutely beautiful. It does fall into my fine lines like as I'm wearing it a little bit more, but it doesn't like stand out because I do have like fine lines and wrinkles and stuff. So it's like when I pull on my eyes, I could see that it kind of gathers in those areas. But if I just look at my face right now, I think it looks flawless. I think it looks beautiful. Like, the most flattering concealer I've probably ever used on my under eyes. And just back to the packaging, like, it looks so basic, but it is like heavy. Like, for a concealer, it feels very luxurious to me. The box, I think, is like super bougie looking. It is a little bit more like cheap feeling. Like, it looks a lot more expensive than it actually feels, you know. It's not like the foundation box, which I'm already instantly regretting not buying the foundation because I've been wanting to try that as well. And because of how impressed I am with the concealer, I do want to pick up the foundation, so I actually might order that because I could still order from the Sephora VIB sale. So I actually might pick up the foundation because of how impressed I am with this. So to go with the face kit, you were supposed to get the brush, and then you could also pick one of the three. These are the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powders. I picked up the shade Light. I was debating between getting light or medium, but I felt like this one would be better for what I was looking for. I wanted something to be a little bit more brightening, so that's why I went this route. So I do have this underneath my eyes. It does give me a little bit more brightening, which is what I was looking for, but my favorite thing about this is how fucking soft. This feels like silk, and it's so lightweight underneath your eyes, especially if you have like fine lines and wrinkles and stuff. It doesn't feel like it's weighing down your eyes, which is a huge plus for me. It does give me that blurring effect. Like, it doesn't give me like a holy shit like skin tune type of effect, but it gives me just a nice blurring, like almost like a veil powder, which is what I really like about this. So I am very impressed with this so far. I mean, I think you could have dealt without the mirror. There go my dogs, as per usual. The mirror is like totally not necessary with this, but one thing I do like about the mirror, even though it's so small, you see right in that under eye area. So it's like if you have any just places that need to get blended out a little bit more, you're like up close and personal with that under eye area. So I could see why that mirror is there. So I am really impressed with this so far. Is it like a life-changing product? Probably not. I'll be curious to see how it wears and everything throughout the day, but first impression of it, I'm really into it. I think the packaging could have been a little bit more like luxurious feeling for being like a $32 product, or it's like $30+. I think the packaging does feel very inexpensive, but the product inside is what I'm really impressed with. So overall, you can purchase these two as a kit as well. I would suggest definitely, if you're eyeing these products, I would definitely recommend them, even just based off of a first impression, because I think my skin looks so beautiful right now. So these two definitely wowed me today. So going along with the packaging, I do want to mention the excessive ass packaging that these products come in. The concealer comes in the box, like I said, but the setting powder that actually comes in one of these little envelopes that's filled with these sequins, like they're already all over my room. So I feel like I would rather see more investment in this packaging versus have them in these little like envelope things, because this is just so excessive. I'm just gonna throw it out. It's a lot of waste, so totally not necessary. And that kind of segues into the other products that I picked up. So I picked up two of these lip gloss trios. One is going to be the mini OpuLust set, and then the other one is going to be the bronze Opulence set. So the formulas on these are very different. So the OpuLust set is going to be these three right here, and I'm going to show you guys like me swatching them and all that stuff so you can see what they look like on my lips. I personally prefer the bronze Opulence set just because these are going to be like your traditional lip glosses, whereas these ones here, the OpuLust, they're going to be more of like a lip topper, I would say. They just give you that additional shine to your lips, which I'm not mad about that. It's just if I were to choose between the formulas, they're both super comfortable on the lips, but I do like the, I guess I get a little bit more hydration, and it just really makes my lips look real fucking nice, like really juicy, really smoothed out. I could definitely see these becoming like one of my favorite glosses. I really like the applicator on them. They do have the same applicator on these. It's just if you're thinking that these are similar in formula, I think the lip glosses are just a little bit more sticky. Like they feel like they're going to be more long lasting, which I'm personally a fan of. It's not like an obnoxious sticky, like remember back in the day with the Victoria's Secret, like those lip glosses that they had, it's not like on that level. It just has a slight, I would say, stickiness to it, but that usually tells me that it's going to be more long lasting on the lips. So stickiness doesn't really bother me. The main reason I bought this bronze Opulence set though is because of this shade right here. I hear Kate the Great Beauty talk about these lip glosses all the time, but this shade specifically, this is going to be Pale Fire Nectar. The formula on this is so beautiful. It's just a really beautiful, like sparkly baby pink gloss. I think it looks so stunning on the lips. It just gives you that like my lips but better with just a little bit of glitter to it. These two I typically wouldn't be a fan of because they are a bit more pigmented. I'm wearing the shade Lunar Bronze on my lips right now, and then in the Opulence set I have the shade Dreamscape that's on the center of my lips right now. Like these are insanely wearable, so when I swatch, especially like these OpuLust sets, they look so like intense, but I feel like again these are going to be served as more of toppers. So I'm a huge fan of all the stuff that I picked up. Like Pat McGrath knocked my socks off, and I think that these are quickly going to become some of my favorites in my collection. I could totally see myself buying more, but I really do like the fact that she does these mini lip sets, because I'm going through my entire collection right now and decluttering so many lip products, especially just because I don't go through full-size lip products because I have so many. So the fact that she does these minis, I'm a huge fan of that. I think she has like 3 or 4 other mini sets as well. So I would definitely recommend these. I think the formula on them is beautiful. And especially like if I were to pick any of the shades, it's going to be that Pink Fire Nectar. That's my favorite of all of them. But I think these are all so beautiful. So my overall thoughts for today's video is I'm very impressed with Pat McGrath. I will definitely be trying more from her brand. If you guys have any favorites, leave them down below. I think next on my list will probably be the foundation, so I might pick that up during the VIB sale. But as far as like my first impression on everything, my favorite product I think that I ordered was the concealer. I will keep testing this out. I'll keep testing everything out. I'll let you guys know in future favorites videos and stuff like that. Basically, just keep following along with my channel. I've been linking like everything that I'm wearing in my videos lately, so I'm sure you're gonna see this especially a lot, but I do also have another concealer on its way right now. So we'll see how it goes. This is again, first impression territory. I just like to be fully transparent, but I've never tried Pat McGrath and I wanted to try it out, and I'm very impressed. And like I said, I'm probably gonna regret this because I feel like I'm going to be reaching more for her brand especially. But I think the one thing I'll really need to talk myself up with is the eyeshadow palettes, just because they're so fucking expensive. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on if you tried these products or not as well. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace!